Andrew, you've played many, many more music games than I do and have a much better memory. What's the worst music game you've ever played? I gave you that great setup and you gave me nothing.
Well, I'm going to say, I think Daigasso Band Brothers, I wouldn't say it's a bad game. It's really hard. If you play on the hardest difficulty, it's like you gotta like hold stuff down and like do weird stuff, and like it doesn't scroll. It's a solid.
It's solid.
It's like reading sheet music.
Yeah.
There's a little thing that goes like doop 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 doop. From like measure to measure, and you kind of have to like hit the buttons when it passes over there. I played it and it was kind of fun, but it's like really hard, and I don't have any friends.
It's hard and it's got a lot of music.
I can't jam with the band.
Why? You need some new band brothers.
I'll be your friend.
Oh.
You said that.
What?
My boy.
It's alright. I feel your pain with the difficulty of Band Brothers.
It's really hard, but it's really hard. So I'm not going to say that's the worst music video game I've ever played, but Rock Revolution. I own it. Yes.
I own it as well. I couldn't resist on Amazon.
It was
You get the drum
$30
kit,
with the drum controller.
Drum kit in the game, $30.
Band Brothers.
Oh, it'll be 10 tomorrow.
But basically, yeah, if anybody has never heard of Rock Revolution or seen it or anything like that, it was Konami's attempt to cash in on Rock Band, but they kind of did it, like imagine Guitar Hero 1, but with full band playing. It was like 40 songs, all covers, no vocals, and the interface was absolutely horrible. The animations of the people were like...
Why, Andrew, do you remember the party we were at where we played Rock Band? And then we played Rock Revolution, and Rock Band was fun. And then we put on Rock Revolution, and it seemed like Rock Revolution took the fun out of the room. Somehow they made a music party game that wasn't fun.
It's as though they took Buzz Killington and somehow created him in the form of a game. But yes, that's accurately described.
Do we have any more questions or comments? Yes, Christine.
Where does Poppin' Music fit into the timeline? And also, why didn't you talk about it at all?
Poppin' Music is set up. There's not really much to talk about. Poppin' Music came out in 1998, same time around as DDR. And Poppin' Music uses 9 very large colorful buttons, and it's kind of beat made with that turntable, and you kind of like this. And it's more fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it's also fun to watch somebody who's good at it play. Because,
Don't look at me.
well, I mean, you know, maybe we can get Andrew to play it in the music game room after the piano.
So anyway, yeah, so it's 9 colorful buttons. The thing that is really cool about Poppin' Music is it has a versus mode where each person uses 3 buttons. And you can launch attacks at each other by using the center buttons. And you have to kind of like play and like time, and you like knock a baseball back and forth and stuff like that. So it's really fun. And then if you mess up, it throws all these crazy like modifiers on you, and like stuff will be like, oh. And so that's really cool. So yeah, Poppin' Music, really fun. We have it in the game room if anybody wants to play. We have 11 set up, but again, if anybody has any recommendations,
We have all of them.
except 13, do we?
Yeah,
We do?
I think so.
Oh.
So
yeah,
that
so that's
Adventure.
Poppin' Music. It's really fun.
Do you have Adventure?
And we had a question there. Excuse me?
I've never seen that, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it.
well,
And actually, on the same Poppin' Music, Konami is releasing Poppin' Music in the US for Wii, but it's not going to be using controllers. What's it going to be using, Steve?
Wiimote and the nunchuck, because that's fun. My thoughts exactly.
So there's only...
So if you beat me, they're just going like this then?
Yeah, pretty much, probably. So it's basically like pretty much Samba de Amigo, where you're going to be able to go and probably beat it. I think it's dumb, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to reserve judgment until the game comes
We
out.
got a question right there, and then we'll go to you.
Yes, sir.
Say like rhythm heaven and like Daigasso.
The commercial.
Where does beat and groovy fit into your time?
Oh, wow.
I must admit,
I can't believe I forgot that.
I bought Beat and Groovy.
That's the worst game that I have ever played in terms of rhythm.
It's the worst game I've ever paid for.
All right,
Oh my God.
Beat and Groovy.
Thank you for the reminder.
I can't believe we forgot Beat and Groovy, Steve.
Yes, Beat and Groovy is a version of pop music
No, it's a
Okay.
bastardization of pop music.
For Xbox Live Arcade, if they ever run a sale where it is 40 Microsoft points, which is about a quarter,
Don't.
don't.
It basically, they take what's fun about pop music, the big fun controller with the funny bumpy buttons, and the good soundtrack with the funny happy song, and they take the crappiest songs and they threw it in a crappy interface, and they made it not fun, and they made
That sounds
the timing
familiar from
ridiculous.
Konami.
Yeah, that does, doesn't it? But they got rid of all the cool art where all the characters are like doop doop doo and dancing and like making fun poses and like.
Oh, and you forget when they're losing, they're like,
yeah, when you lose, you're like, and then you're like, hey, and then you do good, you're like, yeah. So it's good, it's fun. They got rid of all that. And then they put in these like stupid, ridiculous looking things where it's like, like
I got a boombox on my shoulder.
it's like, oh yeah, it's American and cool. So it's like a kid on a skateboard and like there's the like random jive chick and like it's like where the hell did they
Big
pull this out?
Groovy plays like a flash banner on MySpace.
Yeah, pretty much. So Beat and Groovy was, I don't even know where they were going because there's no way they didn't even have a controller. So it's not like you could say, well, maybe they release more stuff. They didn't even max out the ratings. There's like what? How many songs? Like 8?
Yeah, there's 9 little like spots.
Demo 3 of them.
Yeah, and then the highest difficulty is a 3. So,
And they have like so it's hard.
Gentlemen, what's the highest difficulty in original pop
let's go to the next
music?
question.
I tried the demo and I cried.
I think you had a question right there.
42.
I'm actually very interested in DJ Hero.
Well, we talked a lot about it on our podcast, videogamezombies.com, by the way. And I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be different. I don't know if America really wants another controller, but the whole thing just makes me kind of, not upset or angry, but just kind of like, what the hell is Konami doing? In that the success of Activision could be Konami if they actually released their games correctly over here.
I agree. I think DJ Hero actually looks like it's different. It's not. It's thing falls down and press button, but it's like thing falls down and press button, and then you do other stuff.
And you slide,
And you slide, and you fade and stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention Kraken DJ also.
Oh, yeah.
Kraken DJ is probably the realest DJ simulator game that has ever come out. But only nobody. They did, but I didn't play it because I'm dumb. I hate
I played with the game you did.
But anyway, so basically it's cool. You have 2 turntables, and you have to scratch them in the right directions, then you have a fader, and you have to kind of hit that back and forth and stuff like that. So it's like the most accurate DJ simulator game. It looks like a hell of a lot of fun. It's got really cool music, made by Sega and Hitmaker. And it looks really cool, and I never played it. It's one of my biggest regrets.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to play it. Do we have any more questions or comments? I think we have time for 2 more maybe.
Yes? I brought Mad Maestro with me.
I have Mad Maestro, but
We both do. I actually enjoyed it. Steve hated it.
I didn't like the music, personally.
I thought it was really cool because it was. I keep saying it's thing to thing, and then you hit the button thing. It's getting old now, but it was cool because it's pressure sensitive. The game is pressure sensitive, so when the dynamics are very low and it's like pianist, you have to kind of hit the button very like. And then it'll like start picking up and you have to kind of start jamming on it and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool, a good gameplay element, because no other game did that.
I bought it to put on my shelf.
It's basically a tapping game. You don't actually press any different sort of button, you just kind of keep pressing the thing whenever it goes like dur, 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 because you're just keeping the beat, but again, you're trying to do dynamics with it. So yes, Pete Cochran.
I have a real question. Have you tried
Major Miner's Majestic March? I have not. It sounds.
I was wondering for your opinion. Since I know you like the brass.
I heard it was really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's basically the whole game is you go like this. You imagine the Wii mode as the baton, and you go like this.
We forgot to talk about Wii Music. Okay, you know what? That could be the worst music game.
Would you even call it music?
It's more like.
Teaching tool.
It's kind of like.
No!
Oh no!
Come back to life.
Well, I think we had a question back there.
Yes.